Shots to the 24 Royale, man, I get ton up, man, I get wavy. Pull up at the door of my dog and the bouncers don't when I let man in. Had to tell man ease up, fall back, all I wanna do is grab 2 drinks. Tonight man's out on a good vibe, why you wanna kill that, loud that king? You ain't gonna boy man off, it's not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin.
What's good? What's going on? J-Bit. This is the Save 24, where we talk to people about their 24 hours of the day. This is Joe from Bulletproof London. He gonna rise and fly. Well, it's early in the morning. When I ride, Lord mama. Well, it's early in the morning. When I ride, Lord mama. A clothing brand, as you can see, lovely, great stuff. And we're going to get into a convo with the man himself and ask him what he does in his 24 hours in a day. So, for you, Joe, give them your usual 24 hours and what you get up to and what you do.
So obviously, wake up probably about 5:30, 6. As soon as I wake up, writing ideas down, because all I ever do is think about ideas, colours, designs. It's a bit of a nuisance because literally all the time, continuously thinking.
When you're a creative person, it's hard not to do that stuff.
It's hard to just sort of turn off.
Yeah.
So wake up, write down in notes any new ideas. Obviously get up, get dressed, go straight to work, and then get in and sort of look at the orders I've got to do, start printing, sending orders out. Then it'll be, while I'm printing, it'll be Instagram, Facebook, etc., stuff like that. That's just the start of it. And then, all through the day, it's mainly sort of marketing.
Doing marketing like yourself?
I do everything, I've got guys that do the website, stuff like that. But design-wise, it's all me. I print everything in-house. That's the start of the day anyway.
Okay, just remember people, if you want to get to this bag, you want to get this money, you've got to get up early. Early bird catches the worm and all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? So what brought you to start Bulletproof London? So
we've been going for nearly 10 years. So 2011, I had liver and kidney failure. So that was a case of, the doctor was like, right, this is make or break. You're literally going to go in one way or the other. You're going to die or you're going to get through it. And it was that serious. So after that, I spent about 5 weeks in the hospital, come out. And I'm a graphic designer by trade. So I thought, you know what, I need to, as sort of cliche as it sounds, I was like, I need to make something of my life. So while I was sitting at home recovering, I thought I always wanted a clothing brand anyway, and I was into the gym. So I thought I'd just bring out a gym brand, design a couple of designs on an old PC, and then got someone to print the first couple of t-shirts. And as I sort of got into recovery and I was sort of out of the whole sort of unwell process, got some bits printed by someone else, and I started going to the gym, selling at the back of my car. Literally, I drove up to the gyms, opened the boot. Cash only.
Exactly.
It was cash only.
These rappers talk about it in America, their music out the boot.
So I'll just sell it out the car. I had no website. And then sort of from there, it was like, okay, I might look into sort of printing my own stuff. So I went on eBay and then bought the machinery, rented a little room above the gym, paid him like 40 quid a week or something. I still weren't working anyway. And then, so I went on YouTube, self-taught silk screen printing. And then just sort of, from there, sort of did my own bit.
Do you know what? If there's anything in this world that will tell someone to go and get something, I think that would be it. Just
but the first,
yourself,
exactly, get on YouTube and work it out. But the first 4 years, I probably worked 3, 4, 5 jobs. Because you make no money.
Of course.
Like everyone's
that's what they say. First year to 4 years is the hardest years. Years of building any sort of brand and all that sort of stuff.
So I was doing all sorts of things.
So when you was doing graphic design, you did record labels and all that sort of stuff, right? Yeah.
So I used to work in. I worked originally in a sign shop making signs for like 8, 9 years, and then a friend of mine owned a record shop in Caledonia Road. Started my own design company there with him. Back in 2001, 2002. And that was when it was like pay as you go, Wiley, Dizzy Rascal, that kind of thing. We was doing work with them, flyers, CD covers, stuff like that. So that's my graphic design background.
So you did the first Dizzy Rascal logo.
Yeah, the dirty stain.
So
Yeah.
that was the.
It was
shit
lump of
with
shit and it
flies
had
and
flies
that,
around it. And I wrote in graphic because I used to do graffiti,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
dirty stain.
Oh,
He
that's sick.
come down with Wiley and because I did Wiley Cat Productions or Wiley Cat. He had the Thundercat logo.
Yeah.
I did that.
I remember that. Yeah.
DJ like MC Neat did all their stuff.
Oh wow.
Busy's Party, I did loads of bits. Yeah, but back then I wasn't really into that scene, so I didn't really know who they were too much.
Just doing
Yeah.
the work 'cause it paid,
Yeah, then Page Ago, I used to do bits with Genius, Slimsy, all them, you know what I mean? And then
Slimsy taught me how to DJ. when I
yeah,
was a kid,
exactly. So he's old
Yeah,
school,
yeah.
yeah. And then fast
That's
forward
crazy.
from there, I went into left there, back to the Sightings, and then that's my graphic design kind of history.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy when I think about it. So, in the next 24 months, where do you see the brand Bulletproof? I understand you're taking it from Bulletproof Gymwear to Bulletproof London.
Yeah, so
Make it more.
a few years we changed the word gymwear to London,
Yeah.
just because we want a bigger audience,
Yeah,
more
of course.
smart
You
casual.
want it to be more accessible for
Yeah.
everyone, sort of thing.
So yeah, the next 24 months, we've just brought out sort of not a sister range, but we've now got a Bulletproof London collective, and that's the sort of, I wouldn't say high-end club wear, but you could wear it more to a bar or a club kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
We're doing that, and we want to get out of it. So yeah, we want to branch out more, hit more countries. Well, we do get sales in Australia and America, but I want to branch out further. And yeah, I just want to be more sort of known, more well known. But I'm always upping the quality, always changing everything.
Yeah,
And putting
I'll follow you on Instagram. My page. What I see the grind. I see
Oh,
the
yeah,
hard
yeah,
work
it's
that you put in,
relentless.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
For me, you're a person that makes me grind harder than what I am already. And I think I grind pretty hard, but you are.
I know, it's
I'd
madness.
say Mr. 1000 on the grind.
No, it's madness. It does get a bit on top.
Where does that come from? Where do you get that from?
I think it's when I was doing the first 4 years where it's so bad and I was proper on my arse, had no money. And then when the money started coming in, I thought, you know what, I can't go back to what it was.
Yeah, cool.
So I'm always chasing, not always chasing money, but always chasing the next sale or the next big thing, or bringing out the next thing that everyone wants. Because I've got if you slow down, you can lose everything. Like,
Do you know what I've noticed about you? I think the one thing I've noticed about you is I think you treat every sale like it's the first sale from the brand.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I've noticed about you. And I've noticed there's a passion.
Yeah,
that you're
definitely.
chasing that.
Yeah.
Every sale was like this. Yeah, cool. You bought 5 things, but that's the first sale we've ever done.
Yeah,
Sort of thing,
definitely.
You know
You've got to stay proper hungry.
Yeah,
And I think
that's a great thing. I think
Yeah.
that's a great thing.
If you get complacent, I think you can lose.
You get
You
stagnant.
can lose the whole thing.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Very
No matter
true.
what money comes in or what sales come in, you've got to treat it like, well, I've got to do better than I did yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps me going. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'll be on my arse and back to where I was.
I've noticed as well that you're a bit of a trainer guy as well.
Yeah, I
Like
do love my
like
trainers.
myself, obviously.
I do love my trainers. Yeah,
I've noticed you've got the Cactus 4s on.
yeah. I'm normally on Air Force, just white Air Force. That's it.
Yeah.
Jeans, Air Force t-shirt.
A
But
lot of people don't like that.
I do love them.
Standard.
But I've got this guy who knows this other guy. And I was like, the thing is, he's not silly money. It's expensive, not
Oh, some
stupid
of them are
money.
crazy. They are.
So I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I had to have them, and he got me the Unions as well, which I haven't
great-
worn
they're
yet.
some great pairs,
They're like
you know?
slippers when you put your feet in them.
It's a bit like the Yeezys, though, to be fair, man. They're
Yeah,
like slippers
yeah.
as well, you know?
I do have to try and like
Telling
see what they say.
So, in the next 24 months, where do you see yourself and Bulletproof London? Where do you see you elevating the whole brand?
I'd like to be more sort of more of a complete lifestyle. So you've got a few skateboard brands out there that started off as a skateboard brand, but now it's like you'd see people wearing it every day. They don't even know it's a skateboard brand.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Supreme.
Yeah.
With Supreme, it's like if you're like, I don't know, 19, 20 years old, you didn't realise it was started in the 90s and it was a skateboard brand.
Exactly.
So
They
I want,
started from that, I think it was that Jim Jones and
yeah,
Joel Santana picture.
Yeah,
Started
exactly,
Just before that,
exactly.
and that was what blew them up, wasn't
yeah.
it?
So I want people to be like, oh, it's not just a gym brand, or even if people bought it knowing it weren't a gym brand sort of thing. So it's just sort of vast. Yeah, definitely. So that's what I'm aiming for.
Would you ever sell the company?
Yeah, in a heartbeat. Yeah, 100%. I've said this from day one, right? And it's not me selling out. I tell you why, because
it's smart business.
Yeah, if you
Smart
can,
business.
it's got to be the right amount of money.
Of course, yeah. Of course.
And if someone says to me, right, I mean, or if someone said, right, I tell you what, we'll buy 50%, you can still be the director, well. But the way I look at it, the contacts I've got, the 10 years I've been doing it, the information that I know, I could literally start something. I could sell it, and I'll start 2 or 3,
There you go.
kind of thing.
That's it. No,
So
makes sense.
yeah,
That
definitely.
makes
I'm not
sense.
a sellout, but I would. I love the brand to bits. It's my baby.
It's the first thing you've done.
Yeah,
of
but the
course.
thing is, it's I definitely.
So, if you could give advice to anyone starting from the ground up, from ground zero, and wanting to start something, what advice would you give them?
Start small. So if you're starting a t-shirt brand or a clothing brand, whatever, obviously start with your t-shirt. Don't go into hoodies and this. Before you get your logo, make sure you get someone to design it properly. But before you get a logo, make sure your brand actually means something. Like, don't just go, oh, that font looks nice, and it needs to mean something. So when you explain it to someone, like I've had people say to me, oh, what does your logo mean? I can actually break that logo down. But yeah.
Before you carry on,
Oh, right, okay. So basically, the crossbones is the bottom. It sounds really cheesy, but the lowest point, death. Right, rock bottom there, which is, you know, that represents sort of death. And then the crown is to the top, which means like royalty, getting to the very top. So it's basically from the ground up, bottom to the top sort of thing. So, but with some logos that people have, I won't say any brand names, especially ones with a squiggly, italic, yeah, they don't mean nothing. Or they might be out there in the high streets, but they'll be dead in for sort of 5, 6 years.
I think longevity.
Yeah. So yeah, start with your logo, make sure it means something. Get it designed properly, and then if you need t-shirts printed, just start one colour and work your way up really slowly. But don't think you're going to make loads of money, because you ain't. 100%. Even if you're, if you're a celebrity, you might make money in the first year, but it just dies.
You got to be. I think you got to be willing to put that hard work in.
Yeah, and you will lose
Get
friends,
traction
family.
on that. Yeah. Well,
Trust me.
It's true.
The amount of people just, for whatever reason,
Come and go.
long me off. Yeah. Love a free t-shirt, and it's like, yeah, I'm out, sort of thing. Family as well, yeah.
So, where do you think in the future you could see this going to? Because obviously now, at the moment, it's quite big at the minute.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think the likes of, say you go into Choice and you see like Billionaire Boys Club and things like that, D Squared. I know D Squared's fucking huge, massive.
I don't know how they got so huge, if I'm honest.
But again, they've been going since the 90s as well, but most people won't know that.
Not a lot of people know that.
And they're a designer runway kind of brand. But I'd like to sort of be able to go into Choice one day and go like, oh, you know what I mean? That's my thing in there. And without like slagging off other brands, my hats alone, the quality of these, I'm not putting anyone's stuff down, but
as you can see,
trust me, like they wouldn't look out of place. But,
very high, the quality. I've noticed that with you. When I see like, all the stuff you do on Instagram and that, 'cause we're both very active guys. All the stuff I see you doing, that it's not your regular run of the mill.
No.
I've noticed that the quality, it evolves. And
Yeah.
It steps up every single time, which is an amazing thing. And I think that's great, because it's only going to make you better as a brand.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, alright, so my next question. So, obviously, I know you're not drinking at the moment.
No, I'm on that detox.
He's on that dry January. You know?
Yeah, and maybe February as well.
Maybe February. So when you was drinking, what was your drink of choice? Other than 24.
Right, let me just say one thing first of all. This Prosecco is unreal. I'm not just plugging that stuff's unreal. Before I met Mike, I knew about 24 Royale.
Yeah.
Mine was Red Berry, Ciroc, and Courvoisier. Of course, more so Courvoisier.
Yeah.
Okay. But then and I'm not just saying it again. That stuff's banging. With Sprite and a bit of lime or whatever, that's unreal. Very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you know how they say Prosecco is a ladies' drink. I don't think that's a Prosecco.
No, that's powerful. It's strong.
I think 24 might be selling people a dream saying it's a Prosecco, because to me, it's more like a champagne. It's got a better taste than a champagne, and it's on the same par. You know what I mean? So, alright. So, other than what we spoke about, is there anything you want to tell the people about that they need to look out for From you, coming.
I'd say it was camera 1, camera 2.
I don't know, whatever one you want, bro. Camera one.
Obviously, the website will be up at the end. Just look out for sort of newer, fresher things. We are going to take over, and that's not arrogance. That's me being confident. Like, I just know that our stuff is on par with a lot of big brands out there, and it won't be long before we sort of. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, more streetwear and more smart casual stuff coming out. But we will never lose the gym thing. That is our bread and butter. Never come out.
Is there any garments that you would like to jump into and bring into the?
Oh, if I could.
If you could.
What I've been looking at the moment, but it's really hard to get. I want to get, and the weather's now not getting as cold, but are things like like a Canada Goose, parka, that kind of thing, like big jacket.
Okay.
That's where I want to go. I'll never ever go down the trainer route.
There's too much going on.
But also,
in the market.
I think you can do that for the sake of doing it. It's kind of it's a bit easier to get on that thing. But so no, I never go down that route. Mainly jackets and just upping the quality of absolutely everything. Yeah, so good.
I think we've given them the most, man. Joe,
nice one.
Thank you for coming on, bruv, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Check out Bulletproof London. Cop yourself something, whether it be a t-shirt,
bit of socks or a mug.
You know what I mean? A socks, a mug, something. Make sure you jump over there and check them out, man. I've been J Bits. This has been the Same 24. This is my man Joe.
Nice.
Peace.